Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the old coach sitting here in our M.A.S.H headquarters and in the mountains up here in Blairsville, Georgia. And it's just a beautiful day. And my conversation today is a little bit different, but I want to tell you how awesome it is to be 78 years old. Be 79 real soon. And what we gain, and you can't do it if you're a kid. You have to get here and look back to see what I'm going to talk about today. But so those of you that are younger than 78, look forward to it, because when you get there, you can look back and say, that's what that was. But the conversation today is, what in life do we really seek or search? Now, in business, we talk about an exit strategy with anybody that's in business. What are you going to do with this when it accomplishes what you're after? You're going to sell it? You're going to give it to your kids? What are you going to do? And that's all awesome, and it's necessary. I've owned 40 businesses, and it's always the same. Here's my plan. Here's what I want to do. Then you go do it and sell it and go do it again. But in life, see, whether we like it or not, our soul is searching just like our flesh is searching. Well, in business, you search for that and you find the answers you're going to do and you do it. But our soul and in our life, what are the things that are really important for us to seek or to go find and do? Well, at M.A.S.H, and this is our logo with that, but in M.A.S.H, and you're the only person that can tell you how important it is to find peace. Well, just about every video we do or any writing we do, it gets down to this. You want to go to heaven? It's simple. Be born again. Be born again. Be born again. Well, that is so huge and it's so simple to say. And how does that work? All of that should come into play in your mind if you're not born again. And if you are born again, you're going to say, yep. So the beauty of life and the things that makes it awesome to be almost 79 years old is that when you know that you found peace, you find peace. And if you ain't been born again, you ain't got peace. You think you might, some of it. Wait till you get born again. And again, when you can look back on it and go, whoa, that was awesome. So in a question, you want to find peace in your life, it's simple. Be born again. And if you're not born again and you don't have peace, you won't find it without God. It's not there. So, and then when you find peace, it's like everything we talk about with churches or anything you do. Feed them and they'll come. Find purpose and they'll stay. That's our life. When we find purpose, we're going to stay in that, whatever that is, whether it's business or whether it's your spirit. When you find purpose, well, here's the simplicity of it. You want to find purpose in your life? It's simple. Be born again. And let that Holy Spirit direct your life to purpose. And then when you find peace, which is awesome, and you turn around and say, okay, now what's my purpose? Well, ladies and gentlemen, as a Christian, we've all got the same purpose to an extent. And it's no different than joining the military. We've all got, in the military, you had AIT, Advanced Individual Training, for whatever you're going to do. Well, in God's army, He gives us purpose. And our purpose is to recruit other people to the army. Now, and it's just not complicated, because when you really want to do that purpose, it's simple. Be born again. And when you're born again, He's going to let you see how this purpose works. And then when you go recruit, and that's just a word for, there's people everywhere, and I don't care where we go. I can walk in a restaurant, and the Holy Spirit just directs you to who to talk to or not, and who to do. But that's the beauty of being born again. But when you get there, and you can see things, but I'm trying to brag on 79-year-olds this morning. It's awesome to be here and look back and say, yep, that's how that worked. Yep, now that makes sense. All the things that you do, as long as you're directed by the Holy Spirit, you're going to find peace. And ladies and gentlemen, that is so easy to say, but it is such an awesome deal when you find it and you know it. I'm at peace. Example, the worst thing in the world that could happen to me today is that I die. And in the next breath, and mean it, the best thing that could happen to me today is that I die. Why? I've got peace in the fact that I'm going to heaven. And therefore, that creates my exit strategy for my soul. Because when all that happens, I get to go to heaven no matter what. And where does all this end? Because that's all, the only thing that all of us, A-L-L, all of us have got in common. We are going to die. And then the question really becomes pertinent. You want to go to heaven? You're going to die. Do you want to go to heaven? Be born again. Now, while you're here on earth, that's your exit strategy to leave here, so you got that. It's done. Now, what do we do to live the best we can live while we're here? And that is to find peace on this earth. And the only peace on this earth is through God. And I'm been up and down every valley that anybody can think of and battle and struggle with it. But when you finally say, okay, God, it's yours, direct me. And it's amazing when you find peace. And that peace is wherever I'm at today, I'm at peace. And then you can't stay there long without searching for purpose. And when you start searching for purpose, it becomes real important that you really know in you, I want to do this for me, for my family, but I want to do this for God. I want to do this for the good that's in me. Purpose. Well, what is my purpose? It's simple. Be born again, he'll tell you. But everyone he told us very clear, go into all the world and compel them to come to me. And what compels people to come to Christ or to God? Something has to trigger you. And it's real simple. If you believe there's a heaven, you want to go there? If you believe there's a hell, do you want to avoid that? It's simple. Be born again. Put your name on the book. You are God's child. And then that purpose becomes easy, because it's real easy to ask somebody, are you born again? No. Do you want to be? Sit with me a minute, and I can't do anything about it. That's between you and God. But I can tell you how I got it. And then I can watch you or pray with you while you and God get this done, because you're going to know it when God or the Holy Spirit moves into your being. That's where that word peace comes. And then the purpose comes. Purpose for doing what we do, because we're not going to stay in it if we don't find purpose. And that is so sad, because our churches all over this country are just collapsing for lack of purpose. purpose. And then what is so amazing about being a born-again child of God, that he gives us power. Power. And we can call that energy, we can call that whatever. But it's the power to do whatever your purpose is. Well, at 79 years old, I can't do things that I would do at 49. Just physically can't do it. But it certainly don't stop me from working in the kingdom, finding peace, purpose, power. And then it is beautiful when you get here. Look forward to it. That you can look back. Yep, I remember that. Yep. Because when you get here, we've got nothing but the memories of what we've done all of our life. Good or bad, here they come. And then you realize I've got this much time to do whatever I'm going to accomplish. Now, how many people do I need to say, you want to be born again before I die? As many as I can. Because it's simple, ain't nothing complicated. Be born again. Be born again. And find real peace. And find real purpose. Because when you find real purpose, you're excited to go do it. And if you're a business or entrepreneur, whatever you're doing, you're excited about doing it, or it'll fail. Whatever you're doing, whatever that is. And when we get born again, we have got a purpose. And we have got the power to do it. And as we do that, then it becomes awesome. Just yesterday, I was in a restaurant, just regular doing, and got in a conversation with the guy on the table next to me, and he had two beautiful daughters, and it was a Father's Day thing. They were having him there. But in just a minute, I could recognize that the God in him recognized the God in me. And two total strangers standing up with their families sitting there had to go hug each other and say, love you, brother. Now, there's peace in that, ladies and gentlemen. And that peace is, I don't know how you describe it. I don't. But it's there and it's real. Now, in your life, do you want to find peace? It's simple. Be born again. In your life, do you want to find purpose? It's simple. Be born again. Do you want to find power? It's simple. Be born again. Now, my question to you, are you born again? And don't let this day go by if the answer to that was no, without learning and doing what it takes to be born again. And I'm going to end this with one little statement. My grandma Sadie. Whew, awesome woman. Because whoever's watching this, somebody is going to get touched. Their heart or their soul is going to say, yeah, I'd like to find that peace. I'd like to find that purpose. I'd like to find that power. Well, all of that in you, when that's happening, that is God dealing with you saying, get you some of this. Get you some of this. And my grandma Sadie said, George, as just a young boy, one of these days God's going to deal with you. And when he does, you stay there till you know that you know that you know you're born again. Because there's nothing in your life more important than being born again. Because it answers all the questions. Not some of them. All of them. Now, if you need somebody to talk to and find out how, call the number Miss Lisa's going to put on the screen. Somebody will tell you exactly, and not that we can do anything about it, but we can direct. Because it's all about you and God. Nobody else. You and God. And when I was born again, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was in a pitch black bedroom by myself when I surrendered my life to God. And he said, okay, I got it. Here we go. And life totally changed. And that's what you call being born again. So again, you want to go to heaven? It's simple. Be born again. God bless you and love you. And come to see us up here in these beautiful North Georgia mountains. We'd love you to come and visit. Catch a trout while you're here. Thank you. Have a great day.